when we're going down, it's a sticky, slick, wet mud. Real easy to lose your footing. Maintain 3 points of contact while you're climbing. We're going to drop down to the bottom on the stream level. When we get down to the stream, it's a linear cave, less than a mile long, right at a mile long, and it's pretty much flat walking. When we get to the back, there's a big breakdown pile. If you feel like climbing it, fine. 3 points of contact. If you don't want to climb it, that's fine. If at any point somebody feels like, I'm done, I'm over it, I don't want to do this anymore, you need to let me know. Don't tough it out. Don't try to, just don't try to tough it out and all that good stuff, okay? It is a wet cave, we're going to get wet. There's nothing for it. Before you go crashing headlong into a pool of water, check it or let an experienced caver go first, because it can get deep and be deceiving, and I don't want you up to your trunk wet. The garbage bags that you have in your pack, if you do feel like you're getting cold, of course we've got extra layers, you put on extra layers of clothing. You can take the garbage bag, put it underneath your helmet, and put your helmet back on. That will help insulate your head. Most of your heat you're going to lose through your head, okay? If somebody hurts, anything, you feel like you're panicking, claustrophobia, fear of the dark, anything sets in, I've got med kit in my pack, first aid, all that good stuff. Nothing is too stupid a question. Nothing is too stupid for you to let me know, okay? Everybody good?
Yeah.
And if anybody happens to ever look at your cell phone and it's getting close to 2 o'clock, let me know.
Yeah.
I need to know when to take my meds.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Actually, I'll probably start figuring it out by about 1:30. I'll probably start figuring it out that it's getting time.
You just click it and it'll go on and off.
I'm trying to get it off.
It's that top button on the top. There you go. It's off. Okay. Signs of hypothermia. Most of the time, people that succumb to hypothermia succumb because they don't recognize the early signs, and by the time they realize, it's too late. Shivering. Shivering is one of the very first signs of hypothermia. And one thing that people don't realize about hypothermia, it literally takes 10 to 15 minutes. That's it, and you're gone. Even though we're going to be in a really, really wet environment, we're going to get hot because it's physically exerting, okay? You're in cool 50 to 55 degree weather, so you're not going to get hot the way you would in a gym or hiking outside in the heat. So you're not going to feel it the way you would topside. It is very important to stay hydrated, okay? Because you can get dehydrated real quick because you don't feel like you need water when really you do. You'll notice after a little ways you'll get hot, and while I'm sweating and I'm in cool water and it's cold in here. So make sure you stay hydrated. Dehydration and things like that are your worst enemies. If you get too hot, let me know. We can stop, take a break. It's not that big a deal. Yeah. But the last thing.
Cold. Tell us to stop.
Right.
Put something on.
But the last thing you want to do
I may be doing that too. I may be going to stop. I'm cold.
Last thing you want to do is like drench your clothes in sweat and then sit down and be still, because you'll freeze in them. Okay. So don't get too hot. Don't keep pushing and pushing and pushing. We have all day. This cave's not going anywhere. We have all day to look at it. When we get down to the bottom, like I said, it's nice and linear, lots of formations, lots of critters in this cave. We can look, but we don't touch. We just don't want to disturb anything. Bats will bite you. Salamanders and crawfish and things like that are not going to bite you. If you don't mess with them, they won't mess with you. But look where you're stepping. Just be real sure-footed. When we come back out, it's going to be slick and muddy, coming back out the same way it was going in. That is only in the first portion of this cave.
So the back out through the trails is probably going to be the worst part.
Yeah, coming back out the trail is, which we went down from the bluff coming to the trail, and we're going to go up going back out, and it shouldn't be that bad. Right. But it's not a very long walk, and I'm sorry we went down instead of up.
Oh, that's no, but a hard time.
The button on your helmet? Yeah. It's underneath. Oh. It's this one to the left.
You ready, baby?
Let's do it.
You hit it what's for bright? There you go. There you're all bright. What's more for low? And then you hit the other side for your quad lights.
Gotcha.
All right. Everybody do a light check real quick for me. Make sure your lights work. Lights work. And you're probably going to want to leave it, hit it once, Billy, and leave it on bright.
Is mine on bright?
Yes.
Leave it on.
I want you behind me, Billy.
That'd be cool.
Okay, let me get suited up and we'll go.
Oh, wait.
And that's where we're going. And there's my cavers. All right, guys, y'all ready? Let's go, Kate.